Hello everyone, it's Kieran with Thrifted Living and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I would like to share with you a video that I've been wanting to film for a while. Now I'm on winter break from school, so I have a little bit of extra time to share this video with you. So today's video is going to be my favorite thrifted craft room organizers. If you've been following my channel for a while, then you saw me tackle the process of setting up this craft room over the summer. I will link the playlist to my thrifted craft room series above so that you can check it out and see the progression from start to finish of this room. But in today's video, I would like to take you on a tour of what the craft room looks like now, but I want to take time and share with you each of the thrifted items that I have in the craft room, and I want to give you a little bit of a history on each piece, if I did any type of DIY to it. During the process of setting up this craft room, I tried my hardest to make sure that I was using mostly thrifted items. I did also use some Dollar Tree items, and I'm going to be sharing another video very similar to this where I share with you all of my Dollar Tree organization in my craft room. I'm so excited about this video, and I'm excited to share with you what the craft room looks like now, how I'm using it, and what thrifted pieces I'm absolutely loving. If you're excited to see videos about my craft room, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I love to share videos about crafting and DIY and thrifting and Dollar Tree and education, just to name a few topics. So if any of those topics sound interesting to you and you'd like to see more from me, please make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and also click that little bell notification next to the subscribe button just so you're notified when I post another video. Alright, so let me turn the camera around so I can share with you all of my favorite thrifted craft room organizers. So I think I'm going to start this video right here at the entrance to the craft room, and right here I have my very first organizer. This is a thread organizer that I found at a garage sale. I want to say that I maybe paid $1 for it, really not a whole lot. I love this piece because it's not only a piece to organize my thread, it's also a piece to sort of display art in a sense, because I'm able to take it and organize everything by color. Right now, I don't have a ton of thread on it. I do have more thread that I want to add to it, but what I wanted to do when I first set it up is I wanted to give it time to really adhere to the wall. I'm using some of the command strips. I really like using those because I don't like to put holes in the wall, and also these walls are terrible for putting holes in. I didn't want to add too much to it because I wanted to let it get settled and make sure that it could really hold a lot. I love this piece. It was either $1 or $2, and I really like how it looks. I think it's going to look even prettier once I have it full of different types of thread. Right here is the second organizer that I have in the craft room. This is a paper organizer that I found at a local thrift store. I picked this up a couple years ago. It was only $5, and when I found it, it actually had all of these little slats in the bottom. Like, it just wasn't really sitting together well, and so I had to take some time and really sort of fight to get these in, because they fit in, but if you move it even slightly, they would fall out. So I worked on making sure that all of these pieces were connected nicely, and I really love how it looks. I was able to go through and organize some construction paper that I have. I would like to organize different things in here. I would like to add more paper, maybe some scrapbooking paper. But for now, I just am organizing the paper that I already have and already use. I did take and paint all of the sides of it. When it first came, it was white, but it did have a little bit, I think it had some like stickers on it. Okay, so the next two pieces are right here. I found them on 2 separate days. I think I found one at the thrift store and I found one at a garage sale. And I bought one in gold, and then this one's almost like a bronzy color. And I am using them for gift bags and for wrapping paper. Yes, I know I have the Christmas wrapping paper out, but I also have like sprinkles and stuff like that in here. I really like having this in the craft room almost as like a gift wrapping center. Right here is my crafting desk. And so if I'm wrapping a gift for Christmas or for a birthday, I can just look and see what wrapping paper I have or what gift bags I have and what tissue paper I have, and then just put it right on the table and wrap it. So I really love these. I want to say that maybe one of them was $2.99 and the other was like 50 cents. Probably the one that I found at a garage sale was like 50 cents. I really love having these. It's been a really nice way to know where all of my gift supplies are, and I really like knowing exactly what I have. That's another thing that sometimes I struggle with, is if I don't see it, then I might as well not have it, and then I have to go out and buy some more. So I've been able to keep track of my gift supplies this way. I love the metal look of them. I love that they're very, very sturdy. The one thing I do have to say is that these aren't meant to be transported. So for example, these aren't really meant to be brought out to like my kitchen table. I could do that with the gift bags. I could not do that with this because the wrapping paper will just slide right out of it. But that's okay with me. I'm able to do my wrapping in the craft room, and it's just like a command center for gifting. Okay, so I have these cube organizers here that I got at Target. They were not thrifted, so I can't include them in here. They were originally black, but I painted them white. But what I want to share with you is all of the stuff that's on top of here, with the exception of like the Cricut and the laminator. those obviously weren't thrifted. Well, they could be thrifted, but we're talking about organization here. So what I want to share with you is everything that I have on top of these organizers right here. I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit closer so you can see some of them, and so I can give you an explanation of what they are. The first organizer that I want to share with you is right here. This is a K-cup organizer that I have turned into a paint organizer. So let me slide that over so you can maybe see how it spins. So I found this at a thrift store. I want to say it was at the Salvation Army. It was probably like $1.99 or so. I love using this to organize paints. It's been a really nice way to keep all of my paints organized and displayed. Again, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind for me. It's been nice for me to say, okay, I know where I can find all of my paint, and I can see exactly what I have. I like that it has almost like a spot for the K-cup to lay. That's been a really nice thing for using the paints, is that they can just sort of lay through there. I've been thinking about turning them upside down so that they're more like facing downward so that all of the paint will go right to the bottom, but I haven't done that yet. It's just sort of a thought that I have. So that's the first organizer. Love using that in my craft room. Now the rest of these organizers were either bought at garage sales or the thrift store. I will try my best to remember which is which. So I really like using these glass jars to sort of separate all of my supplies, and I will get a little closer so you can see how I have them organized. This first one is just a mason jar that I found at the thrift store. I absolutely love this. It's tall, and I'm able to keep pens and pencils in here. I want to say it's a little bit of both, and I have some erasers in the bottom. Same thing back here. It has mostly pens in it. As I find them while I clean, I try to keep them all organized so I know exactly how much I have. Right here is actually a little get well soon vase that I found at the thrift store, and I'm actually using it for my markers right now. It's so cute. Of course, you know I got it because of my grandma, and she loves Snoopy, so I love this. I know it says get well soon, but I just think it's so sweet. I remember finding that at the thrift store. I found these at the thrift store. I remember that. They have these nice lids. And right here I have all of my Sharpies organized, which I really love, having the Sharpies separated from like just the plain markers. And then back here I have dry erase and highlighters, just so that I have them separated so that I don't accidentally use a Sharpie on something that I shouldn't. And then back here I have all of my knitting needles and like big like crochet hooks and things like that. So those are all organized in that taller vase back there. I want to say this looks like a Dollar Tree vase. Yeah, I think that's like a Dollar Tree vase. These organizers over here sort of have a special place in my heart. I found these years ago. I found these before Sean and I even lived in this house, and we found them at several different garage sales. I want to say that I found them maybe at 3 separate garage sales, this like whole collection, and honestly it was less than $5 for all of them, probably even less than $3. I want to say somebody gave me a few of them for free. So I love using these to organize all of my thread. This is where I keep most of the thread. All of this thread I got in an estate sale. I haven't had to buy thread, I think, at all since I started crafting here. Back here I have a whole jar of buttons. These are, I also found them at the same estate sale. They are so pretty. They're all vintage buttons, and I plan to use them at some point, but if I don't, they're still pretty to look at. Then right here I have many of the succulents that I have purchased at Dollar Tree or at different craft stores, organized right here. And then in the back, in the tall one, I have all of my pipe cleaners. I love using these glass jars for organization because I'm able to see everything in them, and it just has like a nice like finished look, but I can also use the color of the different items as decor in itself. So I really love how this turned out. This is the next organizer right here. This is something that I was able to work on during the whole Thrifted Craft Room series. So you guys are probably, if you've been following my channel for a while, you're probably very familiar with this piece. I found this at a garage sale. It was only $5, which is a great price for this whole piece. Originally, I think it was used for like VHS cassette organization, and originally it was black, so I took it outside, I spray painted it white, and it just gave it a whole new life. When I first purchased it, we used it in the bathroom for almost like 2 years. We have very, very limited organization space in the bathroom and like very limited cabinet space. So this was great in the bathroom. So instead of getting rid of it after we decided to take it out of the bathroom, I brought it in here, spray painted it, brought it in here, and I'm using it to organize all of these crafting supplies. I love how this looks. As I said with those other organizers, those glass pieces, I love being able to see what I have and really be able to access it. I love that it's metal, and in addition, I will make sure to share some of the side of it for you. I love the almost like metal work that it has on the side. It's not actual metal, it's made of plastic, but I love that it has like this detailed look on the side that just sort of adds a level of elegance to it that I think is really pretty. So I love this piece and it was only $5. So this next piece is one that I hold near and dear to my heart. This is a basket organizer that I found at the thrift store. I want to say that I found this, it was either $4.99 or $9.99. I can't remember. I found this I think in like 2016. And I found it when I was out thrifting with Keely. And that night we brought it home and we painted it white. Originally it was like this brown, like plain wood color, but we decided to take it and paint it white. We were able to take it all apart, kept the baskets brown of course, and then we were able to paint the rest of it white. I know that I have a video of that whole process because we did like a sisters and thrifters vlog. I want to say that was one of our first, if not the first, sisters and thrifters vlog. I will make sure to link that above because we definitely had way too much fun that day. What I decided to do was take this and use it to organize yarn. I love how this looks. I've always loved this piece. It's just been such a nice, elegant, but sort of earthy piece to have in the craft room. I just really love being able to have my yarn separated this way. I sort of have it separated. I was trying to have it separated in a specific way. I definitely have like baby yarn on the bottom. This one is on the top, is sort of a mix of the two, and the middle is sort of just plain yarn that you would use for like sweaters and stuff like that. So I really love this piece. It's been such a fun addition to the craft room, and I love using baskets as much as I can. So that's why I've always really loved this piece. I also love how it fits at the end of the desk. It's just like a nice, perfect piece that fits perfectly where it is. I don't know, does that happen to you guys where you find something and you're like, oh, where am I gonna put it? And then it finally finds itself in its own little nook and it's just, it's perfect. I love this piece. And this last piece that I want to show you is one that you probably have never seen actually, unless I hauled it once. I used this basket that I found at the thrift store. I can't remember exactly how much it was. It has, of course it has fabric stuck to the side of it. I found this at the thrift store and I use it to organize all of my tripods and lights and different things that I need. I keep it organized underneath my crafting desk, which I'm not going to show you right now because I'm still working on that space and it's a bit messy. I love being able to have all of my filming stuff in one space. Again, I just like knowing where everything is so that I can easily access it and it's just neatly organized in its place. So I love this piece. It's simple, but it really gets the job done. I haven't shared every organizer with you guys in this video. I have to be honest. I haven't shared this organizer right here, which I know you guys are going to love to see. And that is because I'm going to be doing a separate video that's all about my thrifted happy planner organizers. So I have a few pieces throughout the craft room that I'm using for that. That video will be coming up very soon. I know that you guys are going to love to see how I'm organizing all of my happy planner supplies. And there's an organizer right there that I know you guys are going to love to learn more about. So stay tuned. The thrifted happy planner organizer video will be coming up very soon. And that's it for this thrifted craft room organizer video. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, share with me which one of my thrifted organizers is your favorite. I love all of my thrifted organizers equally, but the ones that I spent a little bit more time DIYing are probably ones that I tend to like a little bit more, but I really do love all of them. And if you're looking to take your crafting space and bring it to a whole new level, I have shared a blog post all about how I thrift for crafting organizers and different items for my craft room. So head over to my blog at thriftedlivingblog.com and see all of my tips and tricks for completing your craft room with thrifted items. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at thriftedliving, and if you don't have an Instagram but would like to stay up to date with what I'm doing, you can follow me on Facebook at Thrifted Living page. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!